question of the day. So when did we decide that we weren't going on dates anymore?
This is a question for the men and the men only. What is the real reason that you've given up on dating altogether?
The real reason why good men are giving up on relationships is because women are teaching other women how men should think and feel. So when a man turns around and actually says what he thinks and feels, he's told he's wrong. But a man better not ever do this to a woman, because if he did, at the very least, she would be offended, and at the worst, he would be labeled a narcissist. If women actually listened to men, good men wouldn't be hard to find.
Actually, no. The men stopped dating because girls like you aren't loyal anymore, and they started to realize they were wasting their time trying to make relationships work with girls that ultimately didn't care about them. And now it's ruined everything, even for good girls like me.
Why American men don't want to date American women anymore.
I am so tired of feeling like it's never going to be my turn to find love, and I know that someone out there knows what I mean right now.
If you are laying in that man's bed and you start to think to yourself, what's he thinking about? Does he like me? Go home. Get up and go home. Yes, he likes you, otherwise you wouldn't be over at his house right now. But what's he thinking about? Other bitches, probably. Get up and go home. Do not say that shit out loud.
He's not afraid to lose you. That's why he doesn't chase you or pursue you.
Let's talk about why you can't find love even though you really, really want it.
Let's put guys in the friend zone.
Because we don't like them, they're too nice.
What's wrong with being nice?
We like talking.
This is exactly why there's so many men that are just done dating, because if they're a good man, they're being told that they're too nice by this type of woman. And her advice is playing toxic games like not texting her back. Good men don't want that. But what they're being forced to do is weave through this toxic craziness and trying to stay true to themselves, all while hoping that by the time that they do find their match that is also of healthy mindset, that they're ready for her, which is easier said than done.
So I just got back from a first date, and unfortunately to report, don't think I found my husband, but I think I did figure out that I might be the problem.
If a man is so pressed about paying for your dates, he's just not gonna be a good provider. It just shows his character. A good provider will not mind paying for the dates. That's his mentality. So when you go on date and then your date required you to pay half on, like, you know, being like bitching about it, or like ask you if the next time you can pick it up, he's not gonna be a good provider. So when you marry them, he's gonna do the thing like that original content creator mentioned. Whenever you ask him for $10, he's gonna be bitching about it, he's gonna be complaining about it. You think you want to deal with that the rest of your life? No. So you want to find a good provider, and it shows on the dates. They will want to pay for the dates.
If a woman can't pay for her meal on the first date, she's a leecher that's been hopping from men to get free meals. As stated before, a date is to get to know someone and see whether or not you want to move on. What happens if there's no second date and the woman just never gets back to the guy? Now he feels used. If both parties pays for their meals and there happens to not be a second date, no one is walking away feeling some type of way. If she has expectations on the first date, is it okay for the guy to have expectations as well? It's only fair, right? I mean, this is equality.
I have devastating news for the women out there. I don't know what it is, because it didn't make any sense to me, but it sounds just absolutely heartbreaking. And he left some more bad news in my comments that I don't understand what it is, but it sounds just absolutely heartbreaking. I hope we can all make it.
Ladies, here is a hard dating fact you're really going to have to accept. These good men you say you're looking for, they aren't out chasing women. They're working their ass to the bone, chasing their dreams. Hell, it's more than likely they're not even going to approach you unless they see a particular character trait that interests them. Now, this part goes for men too, as well as women. You have to put in an effort to develop a relationship. If you're just sitting there waiting for somebody to come along, you're never going to find them. With that said, remember this. You can't force attraction. If they're not attracted to you or interested in you, move on.
Women love being courted, and I do think that that is something that's lacking in our generation of dating, is men just don't court women like they used to. And I think
if more men did, there'd be more success stories. Yeah, I think it's important for girls to be a little bit more headstrong and a little bit less of a pushover. And I think guys kind of like that. They like to chase. It's just like in their DNA.
Yes, absolutely. I think that we tried to modernize it at one point, being like, you can sleep with them on the first day, and you can. Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. I could care less. But there is something in guys' brains wired like this, where if you don't sleep with them on the first date, they're like, hey, what's up? They're texting you. You didn't give them all the marbles. Yep. I think that's as old as time.
You can't expect traditional values from men and not expect it from yourself. It just doesn't work that way. Besides, we live in 2024 now. Things aren't the same as it used to be. If women aren't bringing the same thing men are bringing, it just won't work.
What kind of world do we live in, where a normal, regular girl cannot find just a regular guy out here to date?
They can. The problem is society has lied to us, telling us to never settle, telling us that we're the prize to be won, telling us that no matter who we date, we deserve better, that we shouldn't put up with this or that. When the reality is a lot of those things are just natural human things, that everybody makes mistakes and no one's perfect. We're expected to hold men to these ridiculous that they can never reach. We are taught to expect perfection from our relationships, and we're not perfect ourselves. Instead of being realistic on what we personally can bring to a relationship and finding a man that is similar, we keep our expectations ridiculously high, which will make it impossible for us to find someone amazing. If you are truly willing to date a man that has flaws and imperfections, a man that does his best and treats you well, but doesn't necessarily give you the world, you're gonna find a man. Those men are abundant.
No, it should be phrased like this. What kind of world do we live where a normal good guy gets told he's not good enough? What kind of world do we live in where whatever that man does is never enough? What kind of world do we live in where if a man is nice, it's seen as a red flag? The good guys didn't just wake up and decided to not deal with women. They've been pushed to not deal with them because that's what women wished for.
How do you expect for women to be submissive if you don't even court us? No dates, no I miss you calls, no I'm just checking on you to make sure you made it home safe. Have you ate today? Are you okay? How's your mental? But you want us to be submissive? You haven't even bought me a cheeseburger. But you want me to be submissive?
Let's see what the men got to say about this. The guys that still court and date gets played for the losers who don't. Gentlemen do exist. You're not attracted to them or friend zone them. That's what good guys do. But y'all don't like that. And now that we not now, y'all want a good guy? Yeah, no thanks. And the sad part is, the girls that can't understand those things which I've experienced, besides that they don't know how to appreciate it. Women get love for being themselves. Men get love on the condition that we provide. If you're not doing this, don't expect it.
Have sympathy for you chicks, yeah? When you get old, you hit the wall and then you start complaining, oh, where has all the good men gone? You had the good men, they're in your friend zone, in your best years, bro. And then you get old, your options have dried up and you've dried up as well. That's it, bro.
Would you settle?
Do men pursue women anymore? Do men know what the definition of dating is?
Man dumped his girlfriend after she expected...
Ladies, please date for your benefit. Date for your benefit. Your benefit is a better life, a better lifestyle, children who are taken care of, who have a stable father financially, even if he's not stable emotionally, but financially. Your children go to private schools, they get the best of everything. Okay, because these men are dating for their benefit, and we all know their benefit is sex. Okay, there's studies that have shown most women reach the age of 35 without ever coming. Okay, most women have never orgasmed. Most women are faking it in bed. I think 80% of women fake it in the bedroom. There is no benefit for us in the bedroom. Okay, our benefit is becoming mothers, which is a lifelong fulfillment. But the actual sex itself, it just benefits men. And because they benefit from us, we too should benefit from them. Get what you can. Go scam. Scam him if you must. Scam him if you must. Go.
An emotionally unstable father can be more harmful than the financially unstable one. Just saying. This is disgusting advice. This is the kind of advice that bitter women give other women to drag them down to their misery. Did you hear the only so-called benefit she pointed out was sex? A man doesn't have to be tied down to a woman to get sex from her. He can get it from other women. These types of advice always come from women who aren't married and just angry at men for the man that they allow into their lives. With this kind of thought, the toxicity will only grow and separate us more.
Good morning. I have a couple questions. Maybe y'all can help me out. Here in Florida, since I just moved here about 4 months ago, men are very different. They don't court you. Whatever happened to flowers and phone calls and good morning, babe, and good night, babe, and let's go get lunch or breakfast, or hey, do you want to go look at the sunset? I don't fucking know. But that's gone now. Men don't do that. It's you gotta be the man, and that's so unattractive when you gotta pull out your masculine energy because the dude is too soft. It's wake up, dudes. Be a man. Build something. I don't know. I'll cook. You build. I mean, on a date, take the lead. I don't understand. It's situationships all day long. It just, it's so unattractive. I don't get it. Can somebody explain it? Or is it me? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know.
I personally think dating apps should only be for people who actually want to date. Get off if you don't want to date. I feel like Tinder is kind of known as the hookup app, so okay, sure, you can go on there, but get off Hinge. Hinge is for dating. Don't go on there if you just want to hook up or find someone to Snapchat back and forth with. Get off. Respectfully. Or someone says that they're looking for a long-term relationship, but then they either literally don't respond when you're trying to get to know them or plan a date, or they ask for your Snapchat. A grown-ass man should not be asking for my Snapchat. I love finding Michael, 27, unemployed, who's looking for short-term fun. Respectfully, Michael, respectfully. I think you're a little too old for that. Why would you not want a relationship? And he lives in his mom's basement, and he doesn't have a car either, so you have to pick him up, and then unfortunately on the date he's going to have forgotten his wallet. But just short-term fun, not looking for a relationship. No.
It's crazy how women will complain about this and still spread their legs to this type of guy while ignoring the good guy. If people truly want to find love, then dating apps shouldn't be a thing. Going back to how dating was back then would be great for a lot of people, but that's only wishful thinking. Considering the drop rates in dating and how 63% of men are walking away, there is just no chance. I like how she pointed Tinder was a hookup app, and yet these women still continue using it and then complain, why am I getting ghosted after he smashed?
Girls put guys in the friend zone.
Because we don't like them, they're too nice.
What should you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think I'm a 10. I know I'm a 10. I'm confident that I'm a 10.
You spin for the camera. do a little slow walk, up and back. Having fun, aren't you? Okay. So, if you're a 10, what do you think Beyonce is?
Oh no, Beyonce is more than 100, 1,000, a million, a trillion. It's like J-Lo, saying, they're up there. You know what I mean?
Why American men don't want to date American women anymore. A little disclaimer, I do live in the US for the past 7 years. 1. Some American men feel that American women are very entitled. They feel that many American women expect a partner who fit a specific ideal. He has to be smart, attractive, successful, fit. They believe that many American women have unrealistic expectations. They expect their partners to do everything, and they expect their partners to put their needs above their own. Two, because of the rise of radical feminism, there is a loss of femininity among American women, and they even started to adopt some masculine traits. Three, opportunistic behavior. A big percentage of divorces are initiated by women, and usually is because they prioritize their career and personal growth over their family life. And a lot of men also express some frustration because they feel that there is a lack of commitment and loyalty among American women. And that is why a lot of American men are now dating non-American women, because they believe that non-American women tend to prioritize mutual respect, shared values, and commitment.
Guys, what happened to men being hunters? I thought they were designed to hunt. Migtow. What happened? Men don't court us anymore. They don't take us out on dates. They don't buy flowers. Like SEX, please come to my place. We invite a stranger to your place. Do you even know me? What if ke sebetsa le ditsotsi mo re tlo nkela di furniture le dikoloi? Yo bathong hle.
Imagine spending your money and time on someone who's not even feeling you and having other 5 men doing the same. It's tiring and hurting. Men's Conference is doing a great job. We know our worth. Last time I spoke to a nice girl, she told me I am harassing her. From there on, I knew how to keep my distance. It's not worth it chasing down a diseased porcupine that will hurt you, leave you broke and broken. Keep on knowing your worth, guys. It's a waste of time, especially when you don't reciprocate. We skip everything and go straight to the point. The hunter has adapted. In other words, the hunter sees that his efforts are a waste of time. Sometimes the hunter gets taken advantage of, even while giving everything he has. A lot of these hunters get used for a free meal. And most importantly, that hunter is in his soft hunt era. Then again, the hunter doesn't see the reciprocity. Therefore, he dials back on doing anything until you show him differently. What the hunter is doing now is hunting money.